I've been married to Roderick, former Navy, Christina's dad, for a little over a decade. And in this time, I have tried to create a real family, including Christina. Anyway, I finally planned a 10th year anniversary party for all of us. And as a surprise to my husband, I took care of the whole thing. I put down $1,500 of my own money. And just about a week before the party, Christina decided to kind of plant seeds of doubt in her dad's mind as to whether he could trust me or not. And of course, the party fell apart, and Roderick and I fell apart for a period.
What was it she said to him?
She told her dad, baselessly, that something was going on that led him to the conclusion that I might be cheating on him. And
where did she get that idea?
Well, she got that idea because I went with some girlfriends on a cruise, and it turns out that the cruise happened to be a singles cruise.
Oh.
And my friends were single, but I was not the only not single person on the cruise, and I was not there in any way for anything romantic.
Well, most of the guys who go on a single cruise are there to hook up, no?
Right, which is why I spent my time on the cruise either hanging with my friends without any guys or doing other things. I did karaoke, I danced, just like in a group.
Well, had you told your husband that it was a singles cruise?
I had told him it was a cruise.
Why didn't you tell him it was a singles cruise?
That was a mistake on my part.
No, it wasn't a mistake. It was a deliberate omission, and I want to know why.
I really wasn't thinking about it that way.
Okay. Do you have any notion, Christina, why she might not have told your father that it was a singles cruise?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And what would that be?
A couple years into Teresa getting together with my father and being married, she cheated on him.
How do you know that?
Because I ditched school early and came home to watching her and her so-called friend hooking up in our living room.
Wait a second. Did you actually catch him in the act?
Yes, I saw it with my own eyes. There was
and
nothing.
You were a high school student. You pretty much knew what it was.
Of course I did. There's nothing she could have said to make it not have happened.
So her basic attitude was, who are you going to believe, me or your lying eyes?
Exactly.
And then what happened?
And then I told my father, and he was hurt, but somehow they worked through it. Yeah.
Did she? How did she behave towards you after that?
Oh, nicer. She tried to get even closer to me than she did in the beginning of our relationship when she tried to replace.
Did you tell her? Did you back off, lady? I want
yes.
nothing to.
Yeah. I want my distance. I want my space. It was already so much having her come into my life.
How did you get wind that she was on a singles cruise?
Well, I saw a social media post that one of her friends posted. And it had a picture of her and the cruise that she was on. And I looked up the cruise. It has the word love in it, Your Honor. I have a photo of it right here. It's called
Let me see it.
Royal Waves Love Cruise.
Love Cruise. Okay. So you looked it up to find out what kind of cruise it was?
Yes. It's in the title.
And
it's a cruise for single people.
What did you tell your dad?
Well, I said, Dad, do you know that your wife is going on a singles cruise a week before your 10-year anniversary party? And he called Teresa right away, and I guess the rest is history.
What did he call and tell you?
The same thing you said, basically. Why didn't you tell me it was a singles cruise? That became kind of the theme of our
of course.
Therapy after that. And I understand that. I totally understand that.
You're in therapy with him now?
We were. This happened like 6 months ago. We were in therapy for a while. And by the way, I'm suing Christina only for the lost money, not for any damages or emotional distress.
You mean the deposit when your husband found out you were on a singles cruise and then he decided not to have the anniversary party?
Yes, however.
Okay. My question is, what did he say to you when he called you? Were you on the cruise when he called you?
Yes, I was on the cruise when he called, and I tried to get back, as a matter of fact. And by the way, he could have come with us on this cruise. It was.
Did you invite him on the cruise?
Christina could have come on the cruise.
That's not the question. Anybody can go because anybody can pay. That's not the question. Did you invite him on the cruise?
I did say if your schedule wasn't so busy, you could come with us.
Okay. But Lord knows that schedule of yours. And did you invite Christina on that cruise?
Christina is so cold to me.
Yes, sir. Well, okay, well, then why do you say Christina could have come on the cruise? You're the one who led me down that path. So now except for that's not what happened. Your grandma could have gone. But you didn't invite your grandma either. You went with a bunch of girls who are single. And that's why he's mad that you didn't say something. Because if you're not hiding anything, then you say, hey, listen, how do you feel about me going on a singles cruise? I know we have a bad history. I know we have trust issues. I know I've failed you before. I want you to know that I'm just going because my friends are going. Because if instead what you do is you go on a singles cruise and you pretend it's not a singles cruise, well, then you're just the same liar you were before.
And by the way, Christina, at her age, in her early 20s, shouldn't she be learning about relationships and the gray areas and all? This is what I'd like to share with her.
Can I just tell you something? I'm 62, and I don't like your gray area.
So the biggest issue here is obviously the omission. She specifically removed the word singles when telling her husband. And we know that people will usually simplify details when they know it is going to trigger a reaction. Because of the alleged cheating years earlier, that means the stepdaughter already had a mental file of her behavior. Once trust is damaged like that, every future weird situation gets filtered through the lens of suspicion. One lie changes how people interpret every move after it. The dad staying after the first cheating accusation changed the power dynamic in the relationship. Sometimes when somebody learns there are no hard consequences, boundaries get tested more aggressively over time. And the stepdaughter exposing it publicly as opposed to staying out of it tells you that this family has probably been living in tension for years. Let's get back.
There is no planet on this earth where I would not have told my husband, hey, are you okay if I go on this? And let me just say that if my husband were to say to me, I'd like to go with the boys, that's where it ends right there. Okay? Much less on a singles cruise. Okay? I don't understand you. You obviously are married to a man who that matters to. You chose to be a liar again. And you're blaming it on the stepdaughter?
I'm not blaming that on the stepdaughter.
Well, you're blaming on her that she actually snooped and found out you snooped, right? How did you found out it was a singles cruise because you saw the picture on Instagram?
On her friend's Instagram, because she had posted nothing from the entire trip, which is super sketchy. There's nothing.
The reason I didn't.
So then you went on her friend's Instagram.
Yes. Well, I saw it in her photo. She was tagged in it.
So you tell your dad what exactly were your exact words?
I said, Dad, do you know that Teresa is on a cruise for single people and she's not single?
That's all you told him. You didn't tell him I have evidence that she's cheating on you again? Or
no, I mean, it's pretty obvious that question was in the air, but he came to his own conclusion.
Right.
It was him who made the call, which is why I don't understand why I'm here.
So you're suing for the $1,500 you had put down on the venue for the 10-year anniversary party that your husband canceled because you're a liar. And I'm trying to understand how that is Christina's fault. Because what? Because she did the natural thing, which is to be suspicious of you because she caught you boinking another man on her father's couch. And you somehow feel like it's her fault and she should eat the $1,500?
It would be really different if I cheated again.
Well, and all she did was tell him the truth, which is she went on a singles cruise. Did you know that? No, I didn't know that. And then he calls you and says, why wouldn't you tell me? And be honest. Oh, because then I wouldn't be able to go.
But, okay, first of all,
I really wanted to go on the singles cruise.
Actually, if I told him, it probably would have been okay with him.
That's right. So
we've recovered that much
so that's why inquiring minds want. Because apparently he stayed with you after you cheated on him in the house.
Yes.
He seems to be like pretty understanding. So which makes it even less understandable that you would lie. It really seems like you're hiding something. But I don't really care whether you're hiding something or not, and I don't care whether you're cheating or not. All the girl did was tell her father that you were on a singles cruise.
But that isn't all she did, because she's made it really hard for us. First of all, this makes her dad very unhappy. Not just this part, but her resisting us becoming a family. We are happy together.
Oh, are you?
We limp
along.
Are you
separated
sometimes.
Right now?
No, we're not separated right now. We were separated for a very short time after this. We're together right now.
Okay, well, good for you. But see, whether you're together or not, it doesn't mean that she doesn't tell her dad things that you hid from dad. Because her loyalty is to dad.
I know.
Because she walked in as a high school student to you stooping another man.
I know, and that's traumatic.
You think?
Question.
So you got a lot of nerve thinking she should just get over it.
I don't think that.
Well, you do, because you're sitting here. First of all, you've had the nerve to file a lawsuit, which I find amazing. And second of all, you're standing here saying, why can't she learn about relationships?
But her attitude towards me started way before the thing happened in high school.
You know, she saw the writing on the wall. She read the tea leaves.
I don't think that's why.
Listen, I don't care. My only job here is to call the balls and the strikes. I have to decide if she did something that caused you to lose your $1,500 of deposit for a party you wanted to throw yourself the week after going on a singles cruise without telling your husband, or whether it's your fault that you lost the $1,500 for a party that you were going to throw for yourself the week after going on a singles cruise without telling your husband.
Looks like the stepmom keeps focusing on how the daughter found out as opposed to why she was suspicious in the first place. And because that's where the focus is, instead of asking herself the question of, why did I hide this? It usually means that the original behavior is hard to defend. The judge also clocked something important here too. If your husband would have supposedly been fine with it, why leave out the biggest detail? That contradiction makes this story even harder to believe. And the daughter did not destroy the marriage by telling the truth about the cruise. Once you break someone's trust like that, people tend to stop giving blind benefit of the doubt and start connecting the dots. The stepmom's comment, "We limp along," was probably the most honest statement in the whole case. Some couples stay together physically, but the relationship never fully recovers. So they manage the damage instead of rebuilding the trust. Find out the verdict.
And guess who I blame your husband's reaction on? Here's a big surprise. You. Okay? So why don't we try a little more honesty? Because I don't know how you found a man who just keeps putting up with your stuff. So don't be stupid. You shouldn't even be on the singles cruise. You who have fallen into temptation already in the house where a high school student can catch you. I mean, it's just so bad for you to be on a singles cruise, which is why he got mad and canceled the party. So eat the $1,500, but I'm not going to make Christina eat it. Verdict for the defendant.
The singles cruise wasn't even the smartest risk to take after surviving infidelity once already. Some situations may technically be innocent, but they still destroy confidence by the context around them, which brings us to our big life lesson. Truth isn't rebuilt by words alone. It's rebuilt by consistently avoiding situations that are questionable to begin with. So do better. Stop expecting people to avoid red flags just because the explanation sounds convenient afterward. My final question for you. Do you think the daughter crossed the line by telling her dad about the cruise? Or was she protecting him after everything that had already happened? Let me know your answers. Put them in the comments below. Then make sure to like, follow, and share. And I will see you again soon.